Griselda Blanco, alias the godmother of cocaine, the godmother, and the Black Widow. She was a cocaine trafficker from Colombia who ruled a vast empire and was instrumental in Miami's brutal drug warfare of the 1970s and 1980s. She was also referred to as the godmother of cocaine, and the Black Widow. Please stick around as we reveal the full story of the birth, lifestyle, and death of the most dangerous female narcos in history. Although there is some disagreement about where Blanco was born, she was reportedly baptized in Santa Marta, Colombia. She grew up poor and allegedly began her criminal career at a young age. Some accounts have her shooting a little child to death after helping to abduct him when he was 11 years old and demanding a large ransom from his wealthy family. Additionally, she was suspected of being a prostitute and a pickpocket. She married a minor criminal when she was still a teenager, and the couple had 3 children. But a few years after their divorce, Blanco allegedly had him killed. She eventually married Alberto Bravo, a drug dealer she began dating in the early 1970s. With his help, she entered the world of cocaine trafficking. The duo set up shop in New York City and began smuggling the substance into the country. With Blanco's inventive assistance, the pair built a massive, wildly profitable enterprise. She famously had underwear fashioned with hidden compartments to conceal drugs. However, Blanco was forced to return to Colombia in 1975 to face cocaine charges. That same year, she began to suspect her husband of embezzling funds, and Bravo was slain in a gun battle with her. She supposedly lived up to the name Black Widow by killing her 3rd spouse. By the late 1970s, Blanco had moved to Miami, where she quickly became known as the godmother of cocaine. She used extreme violence against her opponents, which triggered widespread civil unrest known as the Cocaine Cowboy Wars in the city. She was accused of orchestrating many murders, many of which were committed by snipers on motorcycles. Several of the homicides occurred during the day, and one of them even took place in a mall during a firefight in 1979. As a result of his brutality and shrewdness, Blanco became one of the world's most successful cocaine traffickers. Her monthly income was estimated to be close to $80 million due to the 3 tons of cocaine she allegedly carried into the country each year. When Blanco had a son, she embraced her criminal character by calling him Michael Corleone, after the Godfather series' infamous mobster. Additionally, she enjoyed a lavish lifestyle full of hedonistic parties and luxurious mansions. Blanco fled to California from her assailants in 1984. To face the narcotics charges from 1975, she was transferred to New York and placed under arrest the following year. It is believed that even though she was convicted in 1985 and sentenced to a maximum of 15 years in jail, who was already suspected in over 200 murders, was the target of further efforts to prosecute him. Blanco was suspected of 3 killings in 1994, one of which was the attempted murder of a former enforcer's 2-year-old kid, who was shot and died. Jorge Ayala, an assassin for Blanco, testified against her, leading to this. Ayala's credibility was harmed when it was revealed that he had engaged in phone sex with secretaries working for the prosecutor, even though the prosecution was pursuing the death penalty. It was suggested that one of the women was acting on the prosecutor's orders, but she rejected this. After 6 years in prison, Blanco pleaded guilty in 1998 in exchange for a reduced term and was released and deported to Colombia. Blanco had reportedly abandoned her criminal past, but in 2012, when she left a butcher shop in Medellin, a gunman on a motorcycle opened fire, killing her on the spot. Because of his larger-than-life personality, several books, movies, and TV shows have been based on Blanco. She was also notable for being one of the few successful women in the pharmaceutical sector. Cocaine Cowboys, a 2006 documentary, featured her heavily. The sequel, Cocaine Cowboys 2, Hustlin' with the Godmother, follows her as the central protagonist, 2008. Well, folks, that does it for us. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and hit that subscribe button, so you don't miss any of our future uploads. Have fun watching the next clip.